Hey, it's Hobart. Well, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to go over some of the intelligent photo modes, specifically the tracking modes that you've got here on your Autel Evo 2 or Evo 2 Pro. There's 3 different tracking modes, and I'm going to go over all of that today in today's video. Stick around. All right, so today I figure we go over some of the intelligent photo modes that you have in the Autel Evo 2 and Evo 2 Pro. Specifically today, I wanted to talk about the intelligent tracking modes. So this is where the drone will actually follow you or an object around all by itself. You just have to point to the object that you want it to, and it will do its thing. So there are 3 different modes. You've got the dynamic tracking mode. That's the one where the drone's going to follow that object all around, left, right, up and down, through trees, wherever it needs to go in order to follow you. You can ride your bike and it will follow you on a bike path. That is your dynamic tracking mode, and maybe one that you're going to use the most of the time. You've also got your parallel tracking mode. Now, parallel tracking is exactly what it says. It will track you on a parallel. It'll stay the same distance away from you. So let's say you're on a boat and you want to parallel track yourself and video yourself on your boat cruising down the canal or the inlet. That's exactly what that's for. So it's going to fly sideways next to you and record you from the same distance as you drive your boat. So that's a good example. Then you got your tripod mode. Tripod mode is where the drone is going to stay in the exact same place, and it's going to pivot from the exact same place and try to follow that object, but it will not move like the parallel or the dynamic track. So those are the 3 different modes that you have on the Autel Evo and Evo 2 Pro. Let's go into the Explorer app and I'll show you exactly where you can find this. If you open it up and click on the camera, you're going to find your intelligent photo modes in the upper left-hand corner where that big blue button is that says manual flight. Once you click on that, you're going to see that you have dynamic track, tripod track, and parallel track. So let's go ahead and get this thing up in the sky. I'm going to move the camera to my head so you can see what's going on, and I'll show you how to set up and use each one of these intelligent modes. All right, so it's time to take a look at your 3 intelligent tracking features on your Autel Evo 2 and Evo 2 Pro. The first one we're going to try today is going to be your dynamic track. Dynamic track is going to be where the drone is going to follow me all over the place. No matter where I go, it's going to follow me. So let's start out with that one first. We'll go into the upper left-hand corner of our app where that blue box is that says manual flight. And we'll go ahead and click on dynamic track. And here it's going to say the aircraft will follow the selected target. The camera will keep the selected target within camera frame while the aircraft follows. Go ahead and click that finish button. If there's more than one person in the frame or more than one object in the frame, the Evo is going to put a green dot on all of them and let you choose. In this case, it's just me, so I've got a green dot on me. I'll go ahead and click that. Boom, there we go. So now it is on dynamic track, which means it's gonna follow me all over the place, no matter where I go. Go over this way. And it does a really good job. I mean, as you can see, the Evo flies a little erratically. It's not the smoothest in the world. I'm not sure if that's something they're going to be able to figure out later on. Doesn't do too bad, but every once in a while you'll see it change elevation or really come in down low all of a sudden out of nowhere, and it's kind of strange on how it works. But that right there, this is going to be your dynamic tracking. So as you can see, it follows me all over the place. If I want to go under these trees over here, let's see how it does. It's decided to go behind me now. So I'm going to try to go under these trees here and see what it does. All right, so it's going to see those trees. It looks like it's going to... Oh! There it goes. It's gonna come in between the fence and under the tree limbs to follow me. So for those of you who are wondering how good the dynamic track works, how good the obstacle avoidance works, you just saw it with your own eyes right there. It made a decision and decided to go in between the fence and the tree limbs, and it still got me. So there you go, there's your dynamic tracking. Next, we're gonna go into tripod track. Now a tripod track, this says the aircraft keeps looking at the target, but does not actively follow the target. So this is where it's gonna act like it's on a tripod. It's gonna stay in one spot. We'll go ahead and touch ourselves here. And there you go. So now you can see it's not moving at all. It's just staying in one spot, like it's on a tripod. I can go up pretty far and it'll hold on to me here. Wonder if I walk fast. But as you can see, it's staying in one position, rotating on a point, just like it was on a tripod. So if you need a shot like out in the corner somewhere, you don't really have much room for the drone to move around like it does on dynamic track, you might want to use something like tripod track. All right, so you get the idea with tripod track. So that is the first two. Dynamic, follows you all around. Tripod, stays in one spot while you walk around or the object walks around. And now we're gonna go to the last one here. We'll hit the stop button on the upper right to stop what we're doing, get it out of that mode. And then we're gonna go to parallel track. Parallel track says, parallel to the target, the aircraft keeps shooting pictures to the target with an unchangeable angle, realizing follow function. So you hit the finish button there. As you can see, there's a target on me, so I'll go ahead and hit target. And there we go. So now it's in parallel track. What that means is it's gonna follow me and stay the same exact distance from me at all times. At least it's gonna try to. So as you can see, it's following me sideways as I walk this way. If I cut back the other way, it corrects it pretty good. If I go towards the drone, it backs up. It's trying to back up. Come on, think, buddy. There we go. All right. So there is a tree over here. I wonder if it comes towards it, what it will do. It's making decisions. It sees its environment. Let's hope it makes the right choice. And it does. Wow. It gets around the trees. It gets away from the fence there. And it's still following me. So that's the basics of parallel track. If you want to use this while you're on a boat, that's a great idea. If you're, wanting to video yourself cruising down the waterway in your boat, or maybe get some shots of you while you're trolling or fishing, this would be a great mode for that because it stays that same distance away from you. It's able to fly sideways, any directions that you change on your boat. It'll be able to maneuver backwards and forwards. So this would be a great, and I really want to try it, a great mode to be using while you're out on the water for sure. Or if you're trying to video yourself in the car or another vehicle and you want it to follow alongside the car but not be behind it, parallel mode is a great one because it'll be next to you the whole time, give you that shot of the side of the vehicle. Dynamic track would be good for the back of the vehicle to track you from behind. Well, that's all three of them. We've gone through the dynamic mode, we've gone through the tripod mode, and now we've gone through the parallel tracking modes on your Autel Evo 2 and your Evo 2 Pro. Well, friends, that's all the time I've got for you today. I really appreciate you joining me. Hopefully I helped you with learning how to use your intelligent tracking modes on your new Autel Evo 2 or Evo 2 Pro. Now that you know where they are and how to use them and what they do, you can go ahead and head on out with your drone and get some amazing video shots with your tracking modes on your Evo 2 Pro. If you like what I'm doing, I'd appreciate it if you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It really helps me out. And if you have any questions or comments about the video or about the Evo 2 Pro or any of the intelligent modes, please let me know in the comments and I'll go ahead and answer them for you. Until next time, my friends, stay safe and healthy. I appreciate it and have a good day.